Hello, good morning, and welcome to Sukkah Daf Mem, Sukkah number 40. Shmuel will be joining me shortly. We'll just continue what we were talking about yesterday. The Gemara was trying to find the Tana who holds that an estrog is different than a lulav. A lulav you go after the chanata, after when it emerges, it starts to grow. And the estrog you go after the lakita, after when it's picked, it's plucked from the tree. So we haven't met the Tana who says that yet. So the Gemara says, "Who the Amar ki haitan desanya." Our Mishnah is saying like this: the following brayse: Amar Rabbi Yossi of Tulamus he mishum chamisha zakenim. Rabbi Yossi of Tulamus gave edus from 5 zakenim. Esrog achal lakita lamaiser. Esrog goes after plucking from maiser. Rabbi Yossi nimru b'usha v'amru bein lamaiser bein l'shviyas. They said both in regards to Ma'isa and in regards to Sheviis, you go after Lakita. So the Gemara just tries to figure out exactly how the wording of this brayse. Sheviis man dechar shmei. Why the Rabbanan or the Rabbi Hussein B'usha start talking about Sheviis? The Gemara says chasurim master of ahakikasani. It's actually missing part of the brayse. So this is what it means to say Esrog achar Lakita l'Ma'isa v'achar chanata l'Shviis. Yossi of Tulam says, like we said before, that you go after. For Ma'aser, you go after Lakita, after the plucking from the tree. Chanata is for Sheviis. Sheviis goes based on when it emerges, when it grows, it starts to grow. Esrog goes after plucking, whether for Ma'aser or for Sheviis. So the Gemara says, "Time with the lulav bar shishish anichal Sheviis." So the only reason we can understand our Mishnah, there's no problem of Perush Sheviis by a lulav, by a palm tree, is because it emerged during the 6th year, and now you're taking it in the 7th year. Had the Sheviis kadosh, let's say it actually grew in the 7th year, it would be kadosh. That's the premise we've been assuming until now. So the Gemara asks, "Amai eitzim ba'almahu ve'eitzim ein behem mishum kedusha Sheviis." It's merely wood. Wood, whatever you use it for, primarily we see for firewood you use it. There's no kedusha Sheviis for eitzim. Desanya, ali kanim v'ali fanim. Whether you have reeds, wood that grows as reeds, or ali fanim, or the leaves of a grapevine, shagavan lachova al pnei kol asad, that you gather them for storage from across the field. Lockdown la'achila, if you took them for achila, for animal fodder, these can be used. These reeds and these grapevines can be used for food for an animal. If you pluck them from the tree, from the ground, in order to feed them to your animals, it has kedusha Sheviis, because then it's considered something that is, we're going to see la'achla, it's something that's for food. Laktan la'eitzim, if you use them for firewood, ein behen mishum kedusha Sheviis, doesn't have kedusha Sheviis. So we see that if you use it for wood, for firewood, for wood, a palm tree is used for its wood. It's used primarily as a broom. A date palm tree is made into a broom, so it's the eitzim. It's not for an eating purpose. It's not for a hana purpose that you're getting direct physical hana from it. So there's no kedusha Sheviis. So the Gemara says, "Shiny hasan namakra lachem la'achla." It says the word lachem for you. Sheviis should be for you, and it says la'achla to eat it. Lachem dumiyad la'achla. So the Gemara darshans lachem is similar to eating it. Misha hanaso biura shaveh. It has to be that the hana, they're getting benefit from it, and biuro, when you destroy it, shava, meaning when you destroy it, you get hana from it at that point. Not yatsu eitzim shanasan acha biuron. Eitzim generally are made into coals. You burn it down, they become coals, and then you can use them as firewood. You use the coals once it's already to heat up your food, or to warm up your food, to grill your food. So that's generally done after the hana is after the biur. To exclude firewood, where the hana you get from the firewood is after you destroy it. Okay, so Shmuel, just to fill you in, we started off Mem today, Mem 40, because your 40th birthday today. 40th birthday today?
No.
Pretty close, right?
Close.
41st birthday, all right. And we're talking about eitzim, hanasan biuran shava.
Oh, we had yesterday big.
The Gemara is trying to figure out over here why is lulav? It's mashma for that lulav. If it was emerged, if it grew during Sheviis, it would have a problem with kedusha Sheviis. So why is it not like eitzim, firewood, that there is no kedusha Sheviis? So the Gemara answers that you need hanaso biro shavi. Acham is dumiyad la'achla. It has to be similar to achila. It has to be hana that's similar to achila. When you eat something, you get hana from it at that point. When you destroy it, when you're eating the food, you destroy it, you get hana right then because you're eating it, you're enjoying the food. So when it comes to a lulav, which is made into a broom, it's made into the wood for use for a broom. So when you're sweeping, you get hana from that. You get hana that you're cleaning up. So, and you're ruining the broom at the same time. Every product gets ruined a little bit when you use it. So it's hana samira shava. Eitzim generally used for charcoal, so therefore it gets destroyed first, and then you get the hana once already destroyed. That's not kedusha Sheviis. So the Gemara says, "Aiga eitzim damashkan." What about wood that you use from an olive tree that you use to actually make a torch? That's eitzim, that is hanas nabir and shava. Why don't those merit kedusha Sheviis? And we know they don't. Amarava stam eitzim lahasaka hina omdim. Regular wood is made for used making into coals. Stam, we're going to see there's a machlok. Stam eitzim lahasaka hina omdim. So therefore, even wood from an olive tree, even though it could be used for a torch, but regular eitzim, they fall into the category of regular wood. And that is used for making charcoal, and that is hanas and achar biuran. A lulav is not really stam eitzim. A lulav really is made into a broom. It's not considered firewood, let's say, and therefore it's hanas and biuran shava. And where it says eitzim la'asaka tanahi, this idea of eitzim la'asaka, stam eitzim la'asaka, is machlokes tanahi. The Tanya ain't most in peiros Sheviis lo mishra lo kfusa. You don't give peiros Sheviis, not for mishra, and mishra is to soak it in, and lo l'kfus, not to use it as laundry detergent, or to use it. The mishra would be to soak it in something like maybe softener or some like types of detergent, of bleach. You soak it. Last night I was using this white shirt, and the stain wouldn't come out. What do you do when you have a white shirt? The stain doesn't come out. It's really frustrating. I just bought this new shirt and the stain is not coming out. What do I do, Shmuel? So I had some Vanish. They sell Vanish over here, and I think it had bleach in it, and it recommended to soak the shirt in the bleach. I didn't actually do that. I just poured it on. It didn't work, maybe because I didn't listen. Anyway, the mishra, one of the ways of cleaning something is to soak it in certain types of liquids. So let's say you have liquids from Sheviis. So you can't use them for bleach or for laundry detergent. Yossi Omer Mosrin, he says you could use these things for your laundry. My time with Tanakama, what's the reason Tanakama says you can't use them? It says for eating it, and not for Mishnah, not Kfusa. Mishnah and Kfusa is not something you're allowed to eat peiros Sheviis, but you're not allowed to derive benefit from it in a way that's a not normal way of getting hana. You're just using it for laundry detergent. My time with the Rabbi Yossi. What's the reason Rabbi Yossi says you could use it? I'm going to call lachem l'chol sarchem, lachem for whatever you need it. Afilu l'mishra l'kvusa, even for detergent. V'tanakama haksiv lachem. Tanakama says lachem. Hu lachem dumi l'achla. He darshan, like we said before, lachem has to be similar to eating it. Mishanasu b'yirashava. Yatsu mishra kvusa, shanasan achar b'yur. And you wear the clothes after they're clean, right? When you clean them, you're not getting hana from them, right? I know some people like to stare at their washing machines and watch the clothes be cleaned. There are certain people like that. Yes, there are some people like that. Are you
spying on me?
Shmuel likes to do that. What type of brand of washing machine do you have?
The brand of washing machine?
Yeah, what brand do you have?
I think it's called an Electra.
Electra. This is an Israeli brand. He gets hana that he uses Kedushas Eretz Yisrael to do his laundry. He's benefiting. He's the opposite of BDS. He's investing in Israeli companies. Shmuel gets hana from watching himself invest in Israeli companies. Electra, he gets hana. So according to Shmuel, it wouldn't be a problem according to Rabbanan, because hana sabira shava, you're enjoying the cleaning process itself. Most
right.
people only enjoy the clothes after they're clean, right? When they wear them, they don't enjoy it while it's being in the wash.
No.
So do you like take like binoculars or something like that and like stare at it, or it's like you just like sit in the where's your washing machine?
My living room, like
It's
everybody.
in the living
In the
room.
middle of the living room.
Instead of using a TV,
That's right.
he uses a
It's
washing
very
machine. When he gets
educational
bored,
and
Shmuel gets bored.
it's
He puts up a
entertaining.
wash.
Entertaining.
I'll put even one sock in. I'll put one sock in just to enjoy the sock twirling around and being washed. What do you like better? You like the tumbling cycle or you like the rinse cycle better? What do you like better? The tumbling or the rinse? Or the spin? You like the spin cycle better or you like the rinse? Yeah.
Oh,
That's definitely the same thing as spin. Spin or the rinse? What do you like, the spin or the rinse?
first ask me. Well, obviously everybody here knows that we have a side loading. If you have a top loading, you can't do this, right? Obviously, you don't have any.
Like
There's nothing to see.
nothing to see, right? Because it's usually
Yeah,
no
I think
window.
In America, I don't know.
In America, they usually have the Maytag ones,
big
you know,
ones,
the Whirlpool.
Yeah,
Those you can't see
can't do
into.
it. You're missing out a lot if you're.
But you bought an Electro one. You bought it obviously from the side, and there's a window there, and you can
That's
see.
right. That's right.
So what do you like better? You like the rinse cycle or you like the spin cycle?
Oh, it's a good question. It's very difficult.
You like them both so much that it's hard to decide,
yeah,
right?
I've thought about it. It's a very thorny type of philosophical.
You just say you like them both. So you like
I like
everything.
them both.
He likes everything. He likes everything. This guy is a washing machine aficionado. He really enjoys washing machines.
Some people go to the airport and watch airplanes.
I'm going to give you a little advice to you, Shmuel. If you're so into washing machines, I think you should upgrade your washing machine. Get a cheap Electra brand. I think you need to upgrade to, maybe something German or something like that.
I know all the upgrades.
Bosch or
I'm part of
Siemens.
an Electra fan club, Electra washing machine fan club. We have a lot. There's a big fan club.
My fridge is Electra.
Oh yeah.
I have a small fridge in my room.
Oh, really?
In my room.
Which one?
In my
is
room.
Which one is it?
It's an office type of refrigerator. It's a small
freezer
one.
on top. Freezer
yeah,
on
small freezer on top.
Freezer on top.
And the freezer is not. It's manual. It's not automatic. So the frost it builds up ice. So that's a problem. So I have to defrost it twice a year.
Oh, wow.
It's very annoying.
It's annoying. Okay, you know what you could use? You could use a it's very good advice. Something hair dryer. A hair dryer. You know. It makes everything faster. It melts everything. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Shmuel's got his tips up his sleeve. Thank you. That's actually good advice. I'm gonna listen to that. All right.
Okay, just be careful because that's electric and this is water. Just so you know.
Right. It's a little dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't listen to you on this. All right. I think you should stick to the washing machine. Stay away from the fridges. All right. So the Gemara says, "Lachem l'chol sarchechem, afilu l'mishra l'kvus," even for detergent. Tanakama aksiv lachem. Tanakama it says lachem. What does he do with lachem? Since for all your purposes, ahu lachem dumi l'achla mishanasu b'yoshav yatsu mishra kusa shanasa nachem b'yorin b'yaisi. Haksiv la'achla. It says la'achla. It limits something only for achila purposes. It sounds like hana hadasu b'yorin shava. Humi ba'yile la'achla v'lo milugma. Not for a band-aid. You can't use Peiros Sheviis as a band-aid. Lachla comes to exclude a band-aid, or maybe it comes to exclude laundry detergent. So you could use it for laundry detergent. So I'll exclude band-aid. Why am I coming to include kvusa, laundry detergent, exclude a band-aid? That's something which everyone uses laundry detergent. Not everyone uses, not everyone needs a band-aid, right?
What is it?
Malugma, it says plaster over here, but we can interpret that to mean a band-aid. Is that the actual name of the product, a band-aid?
Band-aid is a brand name, right?
It's actually the name that which company came out with band-aids.
What company?
Yeah, they called it a band-aid. Now, any band-aid, even if it's made by a different company, is called a band-aid based on the way one company called it.
Bandages is a real
What's
name.
the company? Tell me
The
the
name?
tell me the company, quick.
The company?
It's a
Band-Aid
famous
Corporation.
company.
Band-Aid
No.
Corporation of America?
No.
BCA.
The owner is one of the
National
owners
Band-Aid
of the New
Corporation.
York Jets.
NBC.
New York Jets.
New York Jets.
Woody
Woodpecker.
Johnson and Johnson came out.
Johnson.
Of
Johnson and
course,
Johnson.
exactly. And they're supposed to come out with the new
They
one-dose
make,
vaccine for the coronavirus.
Really?
Yeah,
They
Johnson
make
and Johnson.
Johnson. They're
One of the leading pharmaceutical companies in the world.
They also
And
make.
they are partially owned. They are really owned. Johnson & Johnson, named by the owner of the Jets,
Really?
by Woody Johnson and
Woody Johnson.
Chris Johnson. I think their name is.
They have
Brothers.
They
I think it was their father who
they
came up
named
with
their
their
name
grandfather.
They named their name after the
Johnson
company.
& Johnson. Yeah, that's there.
Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
So it's a very it's an American company.
It's American, yeah. They called the Band-Aid. They came up with the name Band-Aid.
That's amazing.
You know, like Kleenex, right? Everyone calls a tissue a Kleenex, you know?
That's right.
There's a certain name for it when everyone calls a certain item
Yes.
by the brand name that one brand decided to call it. Kleenex is alternatively used for a tissue.
Right.
Which company came out with Kleenex?
National Tissue Corporation of America.
Kimberly Clark. Okay, you're not on this. But what about Hoover? Which company came out with a Hoover?
Herbert Hoover.
It was actually named after Herbert
Really?
Hoover, but it's
You
Hoover.
know a lot of facts. Wow.
Hoover Dam, I think it was named after.
You're joking.
The Hoover Dam. You know where that Hoover Dam is?
No.
Is that America?
It's possibly
Possibly. Yeah, it's in America. It's in Colorado, I think.
Colorado. I was going to say Colorado.
Anyway,
Colorado
that's
was in
named
America.
after Hoover. Hoover was the president of the United States,
Yeah,
right?
I knew.
Anyway, Hoover Company.
So he was a company. He owned this.
It's a vacuum cleaner, exactly. So people alternatively call vacuum cleaner Hoovers, even though not all are made by Hoover.
Here in Israel, they also have names which they call, and they continue calling, even though it doesn't exist. The company is long out of business. You know.
Give me an example. Pelephone. They call a cell phone a Pelephone.
Popsicle, Arctic, Igloo, all these things. They were all companies, but they don't exist anymore. I think in the 50s when they had these companies.
Right.
You know, it's these things happen. Imagine you had an igloo.
Are you speaking from experience? Did you ever go to Alaska and live in an igloo?
Alaska is also a company in Israel that sold ice cream.
I know.
It's true.
No, I don't know. I know the little ices that come in the small packages. My kids like, called igloos. You're right. It's not, the brand is not Igloo. It's something else. All right. So anyway, a Band-Aid is not something which everyone needs. Not every person gets a cut. Montana,
but if they get a cut, they put on a Band-Aid.
Right. It's interesting. Shavuot Chodam is a different halakhic concept we find when it comes to Yom Tov and things like that. Whether you could smoke on Yom Tov, is it Shavuot Chodam or not? Right. Technically, is it that most people generally use it, or is it that if the circumstance would arise, they would use it?
Okay, good
But
question.
it turns out everyone uses it all the time. You need to wash your clothes. You don't always get a cut.
Of course.
Right. And there's another two miyutim over here. You can't use Sheviis laziluf for air freshener, and you can't use it for activizin, which is something which makes you throw up.
What?
It's a gag. You throw up. Let's say you eat poison or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. People have to throw up.
Yeah, I understand. People have to throw up.
Why would a person have to throw up?
Why would a person have to throw up?
It says here in an article, a medic. A medic is the activism used to induce vomiting in someone that's overeaten. They ate too much. So they have to get it right.
So they have Pepto-Bismol now. They have Pepto-Bismol. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know if that causes you to throw up, but
no, it helps
it helps you settle your stomach, but it doesn't make you throw up. Activizin is something which makes you throw up. Come on, who is this? Like Rabbi Yossi, the Rabbanan, so they would have excluded laundry detergent and bleach. Amar Elazar, ein Sheviis mischalelas el derech mekach. Sheviis is not redeemed. Now, there's ways of different. How do you redeem Sheviis fruits? Rabbi Yochanan says, Rabbi Elazar says, only through a sale. When you sell Pero Sheviis, so the Sheviis fruits, the Kedusha transfers to the money. Rabbi Yochanan, bein derech mekach, bein derech hil. Even if you just you don't want to sell it, just want to redeem it, you want to be mechalel it on money, then it works. My time with the lezer. What's the reason of the lezer? The chsiv mishnasa yovel hazos, which the yovel has the same din as Sheviis. V'samichlei v'chisimkru memkar. Next to that portion of the Torah, it says you sell something. Derech mekach below derech hilchos. You learn from the juxtaposition of these two things that only through selling it you can actually remove not remove. We'll see, it's not really removing the kedusha Sheviis, but transfer kedusha Sheviis onto the money. Rabbi Yochanan, my time. What's the reason he allows even chilul? The chsiv ki yovel hi kodesh. Ma kodesh ben derech mekach ben derech hilchos. Just like a hektish, you could actually mechal it not only by selling it. You can remove. You can transfer the kedusha. You also transfer the kedusha by redeeming it. Sheviis ben derech mekach ben derech hilchos. Rabbi Yochanan, hi ki simkru memkar ma'avid. Why does juxtapose this phrase in the Torah? Ki simkru memkar lamisecha. When you sell something to your friend, you shouldn't be ma'ana him. You need it for the teaching of Yossi bar Chanina. The Sanya Amar of Yossi bar Chanina, Bovrei Kama Kasha Avka Shal Sheviis. See how bad even the dust of Sheviis, even if you dabble in Sheviis and sell in violating the laws of Sheviis, how bad it is for you. Adam knows him and knows him Pera Sheviis. He does business Pera Sheviis. Not to do business with it, you got to eat it, not do business with it. L'sof Mocher es Metatlov. He's going to end up being so poor. He's going to have to sell all his possessions. He's going to have to sell even his Electra washing machine. That's Caleb, and his Electra refrigerator. Shenemar Shnasa Yovel Azos Teshuvu Ish Al Ba'achuzaso. The Shnasa Yovel, everyone person and property returns to his master. V'samichlei v'chisimkuru memkar lamisecha. Right. This is talking about the Shnasa of Yovel, and on Yovel everything will. Even the things that you buy, simkru memkar, even the metalton that you sell, you're gonna lose them. That's what he darshans. Lezer high crowd Rabbi Yochanan my avile. What does he do with Rabbi Yochanan? It says kodesh. We buy like Latanya. Ki yovel kodesh. Ma kodesh tofes dama. Sheviis tofes is dameh. He learns that this is assumed in Rabbi Yochanan that Sheviis also it transfers the kedusha to the thing which you sold it for. The money that you sold it for gets a kedusha Sheviis. Tanek Vasid Lezer, Tanek Vasid Rabbi Yochanan. We have a brisa like each of them. Tanek Vasid Lezer, Sheviis tofes is dameh. It transfers the kedusha to the money. Shneimar ki yovel hi kodesh tialachem. Ma kodesh tofes is dameh v'asur. Sheviis tofes dameh v'asura. Ma kodesh tofes is dameh v'yosel l'chulin. There's a difference. When you sell heter, so the kedusha goes to the money, and what was previously heter no longer has kedusha anymore. V'yosel l'chulin. Sheviis tofes dameh v'yosel l'chulin. You might say the same thing when you sell pair of Sheviis. The kedusha should go to the money, and the Sheviis should not have kedusha Sheviis anymore. Talmud Lomar tiyeh. It adds by Sheviis tiyeh. Have yoso tehei. It should be like it is, like it was. Haketza lakach v'pero Sheviis basar. Let's say you sold your pero Sheviis. You had some apples from Sheviis. Let's say you sold it to somebody for some meat, right? Some filet mignon, right? Apples for filet mignon. Is that a fair deal?
Yes.
You're the one who has getting the apples, and you're getting the filet mignon.
Apples? What's wrong with the apples?
You're gonna lose all your money, Shmuel.
Why?
Apples for filet mignon.
What is filet mignon?
It's the choicest cut of the meat in the cow. Choicest, the best. It's expensive. You're gonna give that up for some apples?
Well, but they want me to kill my cow so they could take my filet mignon. Maybe I want to keep my cow. You know what I'm saying?
But if you want the apples, yeah. If you want the filet, if you want the apples, you're gonna have to check your cow. You said you wanted apples for filet mignon, so if you want your apples, listen, it's not so partial. You can't just go to the makola anymore. You don't have any mass anymore. You can't go to the makola. You need a mass for the makola. So since you can't go into the makola anymore, you don't have a mass. So you're gonna have to check your cow. This is what we're talking about, barter over here.
Your apples and then go.
So the Gemara says, "Laka pera Sheviis basar." You exchanged pera Sheviis for meat. Elav elam is bar and b'Sheviis. Both of them have kedusha Sheviis. Both the peros don't lose their kedusha Sheviis, but also kedusha Sheviis gets transferred to the meat. Laka basar dagim. Then you took the meat and you exchanged it for fish. Yatsa basar nechsu dagim. So the kedusha Sheviis leaves the meat and goes to the fish. Laka b'dagim yayin. You exchange fish for wine, yatsu dag v'nechlas yayin, and the wine gets the kedusha Sheviis. Luckily yayin shemen, and then you're exchanging your wine for some oil, let's say canola oil, yatsu yayin v'nechlas shemen, The oil has kedusha shvius. Okay, it said achron nichnas b'shvius. The last thing, what you would just exchange for, gets kedusha shvius. So pri atzmo aser, but still the original fruit of shvius never loses its kedusha shvius. So what's the proof? I mean, the kind of lakach. It only says in this brayso lakach and lakach, buying and selling. Alma derech mekachin derech kilolo. You see, it's like Rabbi Lazar. It's only the way of transferring kedusha shvius is through purchase. It's through buying and selling, but redeeming does not remove kedusha shvius. Tanya kvas Rabbi Yochanan. We have brayso like Rabbi Yochanan. Echad shvius echad ma'aser sheni mischalen al behema chayav auf. If you want to redeem, it says enforce the mischalen. So both shvius and ma'aser sheni you can redeem on an animal, or a chaya, or a wild animal, or a bird. Bein chaya and bein shkutin, where the animal is alive or it's dead, or it's shechted, it's dead. Divrei meir. You could redeem it on dead animals, but not on live animals. Because if they're alive, so then you're going to keep them around. Sheviis, you can't keep around for commerce. You can't keep around past that year. Also, you have to eat that during that year. So if it's alive, we're afraid you're going to wait because you don't want the animal to have more children and something like that. So therefore, the Chum are worried about that. But you see, anyway, you can do chil for Sheviis. I'm a Rava machlokes b'scharim. Machlokes is by male animals, by between Rabbi Meir and the Rabbanot. In a kavos, divrei hakol shutim mischalen al chayin ein mischalen. Gzeira shema yigadam hen adorin. Rabbi Meir is moda. When it comes to female animals, you can't redeem it on live female animals because female animals are used to breed, and you're going to leave the kedusha shvius, kedusha ma'aser sheni, till the next year. Shmuel, I want to wish you that you should enjoy watching your washing machine.
Thank you.
Both the rinse cycle and the spin cycle.
Yes.
How fast do you spin your washing machine?
It could go very fast.
What do you do? How much? Like 800, 900, 1,000?
I like 800 because it's too fast. You get dizzy.
1,000's too fast.
You get dizzy.
So your eyes follow the spin around and around. And what, you take like a break? Like you
have to sit in a certain you can't sit too far, too close. It's a science. I'll teach you if you want.
Have to teach you. And the spin cycle, you close your eyes, just take a refresher.
Don't try to put animals inside.
The rinse cycle, I'm sorry. The rinse cycle, you close your eyes and imagine you're like the beach, like you're at a waterfall, and the water is like pouring in, like
nice, yeah.
It's great, yeah. It's very.
If you want to come over, we'll come over and sit around the washing machine, watch it.
So just the psak halacha that comes out of the shir, dun 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 dun, with Ben Sion. You have to do the introduction.
I forgot.
Do it.
I had a new one. I forgot it now. Okay.
The Ian with Ben Sion, heter portion of the shir is that we'll come out with a halachic nafkamina. According to Shmuel, that says that when he does the laundry, it's considered hanasan ubiron shava. Even though according to the Gemara says that laundry detergent and bleach is considered something which is not hanasan ubiron shava because you get hana after you do the wash when you wear the clothes. But for people like Shmuel, Shmuel Silver, who gets hana while the clothes are being washed, and only in Eretz Yisrael where you see through the window, you see the clothes being washed. For him, it would be hanasan ubiron shava, and therefore, even according to the Rabbanon, right, you'd be allowed to use it on Sheviis. This is enough for this year. This year is Sheviis. You're allowed to do a wash with Peiros Sheviis to use it for laundry detergent. You can squeeze the juice out of your oranges and make it, or the grapes, and use it, make your own laundry detergent, and you can use it on Sheviis. According to the Rabbanan, we pass like the Rabbanan. According to the Rabbanan, it's hanasan ubiron shava for Shmuel, only for Shmuel.
This is not to be taken as... Ask your local rabbi before you attempt any of these.
All right, that's the maskana for today. What's the end music for Yunus Ben Sion? What's the end music?
I don't know.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye.